Who was Immanuel Kant? You might wonder, why am I making a video about him? Well, as a curious individual, I came across his name quite frequently while studying philosophy. However, I found very little information about his personal life. So I did some digging and discovered that there is so much more to him than just his famous quote, "Dare to know." Therefore, I would like to share with you this amazing story of one of the greatest philosophers of all time. Immanuel Kant was born in 1724 in a small town called Kingsburg in Prussia. His father was a customs official, and his mother was a former nurse. As a child, he was very sickly and had to stay indoors for long periods of time. This gave him the opportunity to read a lot and develop his love for books. He was particularly interested in religion and would spend hours praying and reading religious texts. At age 14, he began attending the local university to study theology. But after a few years, he switched to philosophy and became one of the most famous philosophers of the Enlightenment period. Throughout his career, Kant held several academic positions in Kingsburg, including serving as the head of the philosophy department at the university. He was a very popular teacher, and his lectures were attended by hundreds of students. Despite his success as a philosopher, Kant was a very private person and rarely spoke about his personal life. We know that he never married, although he did have a longtime partner named Melanie. They lived together for many years, but their relationship ended shortly before Kant's death. One of the things that made Kant so unique was his passion for knowledge. He was constantly seeking to understand the world around him, and he encouraged his students to do the same. He believed that humans have the ability to understand the universe through reason, and that this understanding can lead to enlightenment. Another thing that set Kant apart was his dedication to his work. He was a prolific writer, and his books were widely read during his lifetime. He continued to write until his death, even though he suffered from poor eyesight in his later years. Despite the many accomplishments, Kant was not without his critics. Some people believed that his ideas were too radical and dangerous, and others simply did unlike his writing style. Nevertheless, he is considered to be one of the most important philosophers of all time, and his work continues to be studied and debated today. So now you know a bit more about this brilliant philosopher. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. If you want to learn more about him, I highly recommend reading his autobiography. It is a fascinating look into the mind of one of history's great thinkers. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.